Okay, let's unpack this. That feeling, when your child just seems completely unwilling to listen, it's so frustrating.
It really is. But our sources today suggest maybe we need to flip the script a bit.
Right. They argue it's less about forcing the child to obey and more about us, the parents,
Yeah.
really mastering active listening.
Exactly. And active listening, well, it's way more than just hearing words, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's about giving your full, undivided attention, really trying to grasp what your child is thinking, feeling, and, the deeper stuff behind what they're saying.
And that act alone sends this incredibly powerful nonverbal message. Basically, you are the most important thing to me right now.
Spot on.
So our mission in this deep dive is to look at the science, the why it works, and then give you some practical tools you can use, like right away.
And the research is pretty compelling. It shows active listening is like a primary way to build that secure, trusting bond.
Which is crucial for emotional well-being.
Absolutely. It's fundamental for building emotional intelligence, or EI.
Okay, so how does that work on a developmental level? How does simply reflecting back what a child says actually build their EI?
Well, think about it. When you reflect their emotions, you're essentially handing them a map for their inner world. Yeah, like giving them the words, saying something like, wow, it sounds like you're really scared your friend might break that toy. It validates the feeling.
Okay.
And it teaches them it's okay to say they're scared, not just, act out because of it. That validation is key for emotional regulation.
That makes sense. So that vocabulary building, it connects to the bigger picture, right? The long-term behavior stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The sources mention something called a conversation orientation in families.
Yes, exactly. A conversation orientation is where everyone's ideas and feelings, including the child's, are valued and talked about often.
Which is different from just focusing on rules.
Very different. That's more of a compliance orientation. And the research, it shows families high on conversation orientation, where active listening is happening, tend to raise kids with more sympathy, better perspective taking.
And less aggression down the road.
Lower physical and social aggression as they grow. So it's proactive, it's developmental, not just a quick fix for a tantrum.
Okay, I want this proactive tool. If we want to start today, what's the absolute first step? The preparation.
Non-negotiable first step. Eliminate distractions.
The phone.
Put the phone down. Turn off the TV. Just that physical act tells your child, okay, I'm here for you. Your message matters, even before they say anything.
And for younger kids, getting down on their level physically. Crouching or sitting.
Definitely. It reinforces that you're fully present, fully engaged. Then once you're there, the core technique is that reflective process.
Guessing at the feeling.
Yeah, take a gentle guess. It seems like you're pretty upset about that, or you look really frustrated. It shows you accept the feeling, even if the behavior isn't okay.
And using open-ended questions. Not just, did you have a good day?
Right. Ask things like, what was the best part of your day? Or what surprised you today? Get them talking, elaborating.
Okay, and the sources mentioned a specific exercise for teaching mutual listening. The 3 yeses.
Ah, yes, the 3 S's. It's great for teaching reciprocity.
How does it work?
So the parent listens, then summarizes the child's message and feeling. You keep summarizing, clarifying, until the child genuinely feels heard and says yes 3 times.
Okay, 3 confirmations.
Then, and only then, the role swap. The parent explains their side, and the child has to practice listening and summarizing back. It teaches both sides.
That sounds powerful. Now, shifting to those really tough moments. Tantrums, harsh words. Active listening helps us diagnose, right?
Yeah.
Not just discipline.
Exactly. You're looking for the feeling driving the behavior, not just reacting to the surface symptom.
Like the harsh words example, instead of, don't you ever say that.
Which just shuts things down, right? The active listening response is more like, wow, I could see you are incredibly angry right now. Can you tell me what's really going on?
So you invite them to share the root problem.
You bypass the immediate punishment trap and open a door to understanding the real issue.
And crucially, we need to remember, validating the feeling doesn't mean agreeing with the demand.
That's such an important point. You can absolutely say, I understand why you really, really want that candy right now, without actually buying the candy. You acknowledge the desire, the feeling, without giving in.
It separates the feeling from the action.
Precisely. And look, this active listening, it's a skill. It takes practice. It takes patience. It's not magic.
It's challenging because you're choosing connection over immediate control sometimes.
You are. It requires consistency.
So perhaps the final thought for you to consider is this. The greatest gift you might give your child, long term, is that feeling of being truly seen, truly heard. Active listening builds trust that can last a lifetime. So it's one small, consistent step you could practice this week. Maybe just putting the phone away during those key moments.